Now let's take it back a little bit. What type of student were you in school?
What type of student I was in school? I probably to myself. I was to myself. What was so crazy though, I got good grades and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was to myself. And it was crazy. In school, I played sports. I played football, basketball. I tried the baseball thing. I couldn't even hit the ball, so I ain't fuck with that. But I was like I was star football player, and then my pops and shit died, so it was like I never had nobody at my football games, and I was like one of the star cornerbacks and receivers, and it was like I lost love for that real quick because my father died when I was 8, and then all my homeboys, saying running backs, quarterbacks and everything, like we was all in the same grade, but we was like all the stars on the team, and all these niggas I had like they pops, uncles and everything, you know what I'm saying, sideline shit like that. So it was like every time I catch the ball or score or intercept, it was like I used to be looking for my pops and shit, and I was just like, man. After a while, I couldn't even get my mama to come to my football games, you feel me? And that was just like being a star on the team. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm finna go back to the block and get some money. I'm missing out.
Why wouldn't you come to the game?
I don't know, bro. Like, it was just different. Moms had to work 2-3 jobs, really didn't have time. Daddy gone, you know what I'm saying? We trying to pay these bills, trying not to get kicked out. I couldn't even choose what school I wanted. I had to go to Inglewood, right up the street from the school. My grammar school was, my home was right here, my grammar school's right here, my high school's right here. All on the same block. Stewart. That shit crazy.
So you were the star on the team and you did what, you just quit?
Yeah, I branched out. Like, it was crazy because we used to have to run and jog every morning, like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning before class in high school. Class was like 8:15. So it was crazy where we jog and run in the morning, you had to come past my crib. So every day I knew like, damn, 6:45, the coach gonna be beating on my door, you know what I'm saying? So by 6:45, mama ain't left for work yet, you feel me? So she hear that shit, she wanna know what the hell going on. And then it was like, I had just started trapping and shit out, trapping out mama's side door. So when mama hear the beating and shit 6:30 in the morning, she probably thinking it's like a sale. So mama snapped on the football coach, like, you know what I'm saying, beating on the door, woo woo, 6:30 in the morning. So I just told her, like, at first I used to hide and be like, mama, tell him I ain't going, woo woo. So she just got tired of him just beating on the door every morning. It was like, man, he said he quit, woo woo, he ain't playing. And like I was real skinny, you know what I'm saying, in high school, so she didn't even want me playing football anyway. But it was like I was a star on the team. Then when I saw that, I'm like, man, mama ain't even interested. Pop's gone. Ain't nobody coming to my game. I was like, man, fuck this shit. And then I just had it in my mind. I was like, man, this ain't shit I'm finna do after school. You know what I'm saying? Just a young nigga, hot. Everybody get money. I was like, man, I'm going back to the block. I just quit. I just stopped the sports. I used to box and all that, but it was like when my father left, and it was like I ain't had no drive for none of that no more. Like even before rapping, like I ain't never just want to rap and be a rapper. I play with it, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't really know how this shit just came about, bro.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
Jobs? Shit, I had did like some truck driving shit. Like I used to unload the freights and shit. I used to do like warehouse shit like that. That shit kind of lasts for a little minute. And then no bullshit, I had did after high school, I got out of high school, mom was like, you gonna go to college? So I'm like, hell no, I ain't going to college. So she like, you gonna get a job, woo woo, or you gonna get up out of here? But I was like, shit, I'm finna get up out of here for sure. And then, at 18, I had got like 200K. My father had left me. So I gave mom's like, no bullshit, I gave mom's like 80,000. I had like 120. I think we went open my bank account and everything, you know what I'm saying? I put some money on the CD and shit. Back then, mama told me, you know what I'm saying, put some money on CD, woo, when you get this age, you're gonna be able to do this. Bro, no bullshit, like after we opened the account, woo, got mama about my business. I went back to the bank, bro, I got my whole 120 out the bank on some young dumb shit. Brought my shit home, I wanna put the money on the bed, you know what I'm saying? I put the money in the shoebox, and then that 120 went down to like 15 bands, bro, in like 3 months, you know what I'm saying? But I was just young and dumb, and like, it's like, as I was blowing the money, I'm like, damn, boy, I'm tripping, I ain't got nothing, I'm like, I ain't getting nothing, I ain't paying for, I don't got no crib, You know what I'm saying? I'm 18 years old. I'm snatching up little cars, putting rims on them. So I'm like, when the money get low, I'm tripping. So my mama kept asking me, like, you know, how much money you got? Woo, woo, you need to do this. You need to go ahead and get you a crib. You need to go get, you know what I'm saying, get yourself in school. So I was scared to tell mom, like, man, my money was that low. So that's how I started even hustling. I was like, man, you know what? I got 15 bands. It might have been 12, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I got a little money. I'm for the trap. So that's when I just started buying me some little shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? Ever since then, I've been like, just getting money. But I always looked at it like, I used to tell myself, like, man, Pops left this shit because he wanted me to just live my life, do good, do me. But now it's like, I look back at that shit, I be like, man, Pops want, I feel like I got to get every dollar of that money back, bro. Like, for real. I got to get every dollar of that money back and just, and like, go crazy with that shit, bro. Like, Pops left the money for me to do me and be happy, but I blew $200K, bro, in like 3 months. Like, I don't even think I turned 19 with that money. You feel what I'm saying? That was like one of the biggest mistakes in my life, biggest regrets in my life.
So that's a personal goal you have. You want to get that money back.
Yeah. I want to get the money back, like, legally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what would you do with it this time?
I invest in myself. I invest in myself. I make sure I situate my little girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Just mature and smarter, like, 200K, 17 years old, 15, 18, like, just coming up out of high school, it was like, it ain't like right now, like, you ain't got the brains and the smarts as you had, you know what I'm saying? I would have had when I was 18, like, it's totally different, so I do right with it. I damn sure do right with it. But you know, 200K ain't really too much money. It's just like, at the time, 18 years old, Pops left 200K. It's like, if I could get 200K legally right now, I know I can get 2 million. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I might have 200K right now, but I want to get 200K legally.
Now, with the truck driving job and the other jobs you mentioned, any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs?
I quit all my jobs. I admit, I can't go off the strength of just being bossed around and told to be here at this certain time, woo, woo. Like, I'll work a job and be like, man, if I'm making this much, woo, woo, by 4 months I get this, woo, woo, I go buy this pack. Then I quit. That shit never worked. I'm like, fuck, I'll go get me another job somewhere. I work this, woo, woo, I can work this 3 months, woo, I'm gonna go buy this pack. I quit job, and I'm finna tell you something. Since we talking about jobs and getting money and all, I'm finna tell you something what real crazy. This just because of how real I am, bro. Back then when I was working, I'm 18, 19, I wanted money so bad, bro. I used to do, my homeboy put me up on it. He like, bro, you know, you go get you $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 real quick. So I'm like, how? He like, bro, they got these little research laboratory studies. You goddamn it go, you know what I'm saying, sign up for them, check in. So I'm like, what I gotta do? He like, bro, you damn near gonna be a guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, we gonna die anyway, shit, what else how I get on this, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he showed me online, I get online, I fill the shit out. He like, bro, they gonna call you for an interview. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, I'm staying in Chicago, and that shit was like in Waukegan. And it was like nothing but an hour, 45 minutes away. So it was around the time we used to have, football like camps for out of town and shit. Like, you be gone for like a month and a half and shit. So I told my mama, but the study was like 2 months in, then they kick you out for 2 weeks, you come back for another 2 months, then if you know what I'm saying, you go day for day, you get your check. But they had it where you get kicked out, you'll get the certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, for the days you was in. So I'm like, shit, this shit like 60 days. I'm like, I gotta go for 30 days. I come back, I'm like, I need the money fast. So after I did this shit, I'm like, you know what? If I do half, just say they had a study, it was like 4,500 or some shit. I'm like, if I do half of this shit, I could get, you know what I'm saying, at least 2 bands of this money. So I used to go do the studies, and bro, I was in there like a real guinea pig. Like, they'll have me in there like, we got to eat at 6 in the morning. We got to go to bed at a certain time. They tell her when to pee, woo, woo. So, like, and then when you go in, bro, like, you can't bring no cell phone. You can't bring nothing to smoke. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring, like, it's certain, like, lotions and stuff we couldn't use, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I get the shit in somehow. Like, I sneak all that shit in. So I used to get caught in the studies, like, under the cover on my phone, to telling my mom I'm at football camp, and she like, where's you, woo, woo, but I just pop up, you know what I'm saying, like 30 days, though, a whole month later with some money. And I just take the shit and I go buy me some, you know what I'm saying? I go do my street shit. But it was just like crazy, bro. I used to do so much crazy shit to get the money, to get the sack. And it's like, I still find myself doing the shit now, you feel what I'm saying? But it's crazy you said the job shit. I had quit the finding job. I'm like, man, I'm finna jump in these studies. Don't nobody know about that. Like, that's a real secret right now. I know a lot of people that went to school, grew up with me right now. Like, damn, this nigga, that's what that nigga was doing. I done turned the study money into something, and we flipping it. You feel? It's crazy. But my homeboy put me up on the shit, so imagine how many times he been there. I'm talking about, bro, we taking shots, and you know, I could get 1,000,000 tattoos, bro, but I hate a shot. So it's like 11 o'clock, you gotta get 6 shots. Woo, woo, and then I'm like, man, I gotta find a way to get kicked out. So it was like, I'm getting caught on my phone on purpose. I'm getting caught up night on the computer on the porn sites, like, oh, you gotta get out of here. He gotta go. Woo. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, man, how much I get? They like, oh, you know. Then they caught on to me, like, no, he just coming and getting kicked out, getting money. Woo. I was like, fuck it. This shit was crazy, man. I wasn't trying to work though. You feel me? I ain't worked no job since I was probably 17, bro. And I ain't worked no job in like 10 years.
Worst thing you put your parents through?
I want to say jail, but I think my mom took jail pretty good. Because then it was like, I let my mom know, you know what I'm saying? I talked to my mom like a lot in jail, but I let her know that I was good in jail. And it was like, I think my mom took when I was in jail pretty good, so I don't want to say jail. I want to say I got into a situation in Chicago, and some people got hurt, and I had left. Cause it was like, I had ended up on like the news and shit like that, and like, I was scared cause I was young. So I was scared. Like, anybody growing up young in Chicago is like going to jail in Cook County and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? 22nd Street, that shit like a fucking whole nother hell. So it's like me being young, me seeing myself on news, the first thing I'm thinking, like, get gone somewhere. So that's really how I got to Knoxville, Tennessee, and had my daughter and everything. Like, a situation occurred, and I had left Chicago and never went back. Got this way, then found out about Atlanta. That's really how I got this way, though. But that was probably my worst thing, just leaving Chicago. Like, my mama ain't know nothing. I was just like, I gotta go, mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, out the blue, I'm gone. To today, right now. I left Chicago and never went back. To today, right now. I called my mom right now. Why I still don't know what happened. Mom, I gotta go. And what's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? Out of these probably 8 to 10 years that I left like that, I probably been in Chicago 10 times, like once a year, maybe twice. Cool. Yeah.
Now, what's your message to the youth?
My message to the youth is like, music is entertainment. Like, everybody like don't have to want to be a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Like like these youth, like I see a lot of people, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool to a certain point, bro, with these little kids dancing and rapping and these videos and everything. So it's like, when you look at that shit, you like, it'd be cool and everything, but you be like, damn, what about when that boy grow up? What about when that boy 6, 8 years older? Like, and this shit ain't working, like, and that's all he know. But then ain't nobody even, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the kid, like, then they lost. That's why the kid's so lost right now, because it's like, ain't nobody teaching them, hey, you need to go to school. Hey, you need to learn how to read. Hey, you 8 years old, you don't even know how to spell Tuesday. Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But they teach them, like, hey, you know this song? Hey, you know how to do this? You know how to do the whip? You know how to do this? You know what I'm saying? They teach them all the dances, all the lingo. All the kids know the lingo. You know what I'm saying? The kids know the cars, the foreign cars, the designer, but they teach them the wrong thing. I just want to tell the youth, like, it's crazy. It's like as more 2017, 18, 20. Farther it get, it's gonna be like, the worse it get, like the respect for the police and everything gonna be fucked up, bro. So it's like the youth gonna really be like, it's gonna be fucked up. Motherfuckers gonna be raising themselves down there and reading. You know what I'm saying? That's why computers taking over. I hate that shit. You be in the grocery store, ringing up at the machine and shit. Like, computers is taking over. But I just want to tell the youth, man, they just need to, goddamn it, don't believe the rappers and want to be all the bad guys, man. Understand that a lot of this shit, 90% of this shit is, you know what I'm saying, entertainment and made up.